Starting the morning off, starting the trip off with some downtown deer. Downtown deer. I realized I was talking while the GoPro was at the window when I was talking about downtown deer and starting the trip off and stuff like that. I needed to make a quick stop at the studio because somebody ordered a necklace overnight and it said it was going to dispatch in 3 days. I tried to change my dispatch time and I couldn't find a way to do it on my phone. And it's one of those things that I'm like, oh, well, desktop, it has that option, at least unless they took it off. But it gave me a dispatch time, so I must, it's something that I get to change. So I needed to do this and get it off right away because I won't be here in 3 days, and I want this to be timely. So then when I go home, real quick here, I got to change my dispatch time. And then I'm going to head out and go to Saskatoon. But this is the first time I've used one of the baggies because I've forgotten every other time, and I've only sold a couple necklaces. So that's cool. I'm glad I get to do that. And send this off to Washington, I believe. Yeah, Edmonds, Washington. So anyway. Well, I'm on the road now. I left about an hour later than I wanted to. But I got an Etsy order last minute, as I showed you, so that kind of bunched things up. And then I went on the desktop at home real quick and fixed that. And now it says it'll dispatch within 3 to 5 business days, which is good because I'll be back within 5 business days. So, yeah, I have not taken a road trip by myself for 2 years. Pretty sure it's been 2 years. There was a long stretch there where I really enjoyed road trips by myself because that's all I really knew. I mean, other than like a very small amount of family road trips, I had never like gone out and taken road trips with friends. Like, it's something that I know is really fun, and like, why wouldn't it be fun? But not something I really got to experience in my teens or young adult life. When Destrier played Edmonton and Calgary, we were in Saskatoon originally, right? So that was like a super fun road trip, and I had never done anything like that before. I mean, for multiple reasons, because we were, in a band and playing music, and, it was a whole different thing. But I also just never really, I just hadn't gone on a road trip with friends like that before. And then shortly after that, one of us, a couple years after that, I guess, 2 of us went down to visit another one in Jasper. So that was kind of fun, and I just hadn't really taken road trips with people before. It's just not something that I've done often, and I really enjoy it, but there's just not much opportunity in my life for it. But that's the thing. I'd taken a lot of road trips on my own, done a lot of highway driving, short distances, like between Saskatoon and Outlook. I mean, that's an hour, and we did that twice a week. I mean, I drove some of it as well from time to time, and I'd made a couple trips to Lethbridge, I guess, on my own, 3 or 4 as an adult, and I enjoyed it. Like, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. There's always a part of me that gets nervous because you get tired and you're alone and you can't switch off with someone, and then you got to make a call to pull over or whatever. Driving in general is not a very safe activity, so highway driving and higher speeds and more time on the road, and I get anxious about silly things, like I see someone blew a tire on the road, and then I'm like, oh no, I don't know. Like, I have been very fortunate that that type of thing hasn't happened to me. I've got a couple cracks in my windshield from highway driving, and even I've only had that happen twice, and it was in the same couple months, and it's never happened before then or after, out of all the kilometers I've done. There's things that I get paranoid about, and I mean, one time, actually, in someone else's vehicle, their truck broke down. They lent me their vehicle, and it was actually from Saskatoon to Lethbridge, and it broke down, and so that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. But I was paranoid before then, and more paranoid after. And I mean, my vehicle's in good shape, in good condition. It's all good, everything, you know. So I shouldn't be paranoid. And it's just not happened any other time I've had a highway drive or a road trip. The most that I've driven alone in the past 2 years has been a half hour, and that's been like from home to Picture Butte, I guess, for subbing. Other than that, man, like I just haven't, driven alone on the highway. Like I said, I'm a little excited, but I'm also, I don't know, it's a different context. Every time it's a different context. So like, other than general anxieties about road trip, highway driving, long distances, things happening and wheels falling off or whatever, other than that stuff, I just have a lot of time to reflect. And I don't necessarily want that time right now. I mean, it'll force its way in, but anyway, I am going to, at some point on this drive, have a story time episode. I haven't done that in a long time, and I want to get back to doing these other supplemental videos and podcasts, other than just the vlog and a conversation. I mean, Viking season is here, so I will get some raw rides up soon as well. Hopefully next week when I get back and things are just completely dry and I go for a ride on a trail that I haven't done before. That'd be nice. Or haven't recorded before, because there's one that I haven't recorded before that's really small, but something to show people the right way down it, if I know the right way down it. I don't know. Anyway, but I want to have more supplemental videos. I want to make more time for that, more reviews, more story times, that kind of thing. And I'm going to have one this week, which will already be up by the time you see this, and it is going to be about the times that I've been to Chile. And I actually want to I guess I'll have another one with my mom if she'll do it. I want to learn about the immigration story, I guess, because I know some of it, but she knows, obviously she can give me more details, or maybe it'll be a different story, I don't know, but I think that'd be cool to sit down and get some information that I'm not 100% sure about. So just some stuff in my history, that would be cool. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm not even an hour and a half into the drive yet, and I started listening to music, and I'm so restless. Like, having other people in the vehicle, even if they're not engaging with me, I can listen to music and for some reason just like chill and just drive and whatever. But because I'm alone, it's really hard for me to just like, I'm just driving and like there's music and like I can't focus my attention on anyone else in any way. So it like leaves me to be restless, and I like want to look at my phone and just, it's not good. My attention span, because of my affinity, I guess, for social media and being on my device, ever since that's been something that's been introduced to me so strong. I've known it's a problem for a long time, but like I've tried to control that, and in various aspects and degrees I have gotten better, but definitely not where I want to be still. And it's just like, man, I used to be, like I said, I don't want all this time to reflect. And it's not like I'm trying to distract myself because I'm in the middle of reflecting right now. I'm like, oh no, like I don't want this, let me push it away. Like, it's not this conscious thing. So I don't think it has a lot to do with that. It's just like I'm bored. I started eating early because I was bored. I started snacking on stuff and I'm like, I don't need to eat right now. Like I, would normally wait till lunch. And I started snacking on stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's no good. No good. Got a long way to go still. Also, I've had this lyric in my head for the past week or more. But if you're not aware, Fred Durst had dropped some knowledge on the song Boiler from the album Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water from the band Limp Bizkit. And he said, sometimes some things turn into dumb things. Well, made it. I'm in Saskatoon. Dropped off one painting. I got another one I gotta drop off here, and yeah, I made it. I did not stop. I still have I have more than 1/8 and less than 1/4 of gas. So that's tight. I know that I can make it to Saskatoon on one tank. I know that I can make it without having to stop, because I didn't stop at all. So that's cool. I don't know if I've ever done that before. If I have, it's only been once. But again, it's also been 2 years since I've come down on my own. And I don't remember what that trip was like. But now I know for sure, and I'm pretty sure I'll remember this time, I didn't have to stop. The last hour was excruciatingly long. However, I also didn't get super bored. I talked on the phone for like the last 2 hours or so of the trip. So that was really nice. And yeah, it's weird being back here. Obviously a lot of memories and junk, and yeah, but I have arrived. I have arrived. See, this is no good. This is still coming on here, saying I need service. And I am a long way from home. Not a long way from a VW dealership, but I'm also a long way from being able to pay for any service. Hope for the best.
Whatever. Yeah. Unless it's some kind of statement about like, oh, you can't hug people because you might die.
Yeah. Well, you might. Oh, Crips, of course. But
yeah.
Cool. So, just downtown Saskatoon. I just got super anxious too. But I did want to check out some of the new. Then again, I don't know how new this is. I haven't been here for, I don't know how long. I don't think I came downtown last time I was here, which would have been, I don't know when. I don't know when I was here last. A lot of the familiars. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't really know why I'm so anxious. Maybe because I haven't been in these places for years and years and years, and I'm here alone, and coming back to Saskatoon alone is really weird for me. I don't really want to be in that position right now, but I'm here. Anyway, this massive work by Wiz. I'd seen pictures of some of this stuff. In the other alley, not so much. But this, I'd seen the portrait before, and some of the birds. I don't recall seeing the roses, but I definitely don't recall seeing like a full scale like photo. Just, yeah. I don't sound very excited because, like I said, I got super anxious after I went to Vinyl Exchange. Like crazy anxious. I haven't felt this anxious in a long time. But I still wanted to document some beautiful work. It's just, I'm way more excited about it than I seem. It's just beautiful. And like I said, I'd seen some of this before, but the scale of it and seeing all those little details in person is amazing. You know what? I'm gonna show you some detail right now. Why don't we do that? Man, and I can't begin to imagine how long this took. I mean, when you have someone like Wiz, who has been working in some of these very familiar styles and like, I don't know what to call it, symbols for so long, obviously, and how many walls he's painted, it's a lot quicker than it would be for the inexperienced. But still, I'm so curious as to how long this took. Ugh, it just makes me, yeah, I don't even know how to express how it makes me feel. It makes me wish that I invested more time and found space to work in and had the money to work in this medium, and then, you know, gain some traction and momentum, and, you know, create bigger work. It's just amazing. I am in awe right now. Records, DVDs, comics, graphic novels, collectors, items. Oh, I freaking love this place. So, if you end up watching the review for The Lighthouse, I have recorded it. As of right now, I've recorded it 3 times. Something's happening with my GoPro that happened once before, where I have to format, I think this is the solution, I have to format my SD card in order to fix it, and the only way to format it, formatting it means erasing everything off it completely. Well, I can't do that right now to fix it because I need to get this footage onto the laptop. What's happening is that after some, like, indeterminate amount of time, it just shuts off. The thing is, even when the GoPro loses battery, when it's functioning normally, the way I have it set up, when I press record and when I turn it off, it beeps. It makes a noise. That's the way I have it set up. You can take that off so it's completely silent. You can make it so that the red light is on while it's recording. I have it so the red light is off. I have it so that I know it's recording by the sound, and I know the battery dies because it gives a sound before the battery dies. What's happening is that I'm hitting record, I'm doing my thing, I talk for like 20 minutes or a half hour or whatever to finish up that review, and then I get the camera, like I press the button to turn it off, and it turns on because it was already off, because at some point it just stopped recording and it just shut off. The weird part about it is that, I mean, that's already annoying and weird, but what else, the other thing that's happening is that it's like it recorded, let's just say 2 files, and it's keeping the last one and not the first one. So I don't know, like, I could try to finish this review on the way home by just like recording for 5 minutes. That's me checking that it's still recording for 5 minutes, and then stopping it myself, and then starting again, and then doing that, and that's just annoying. So that's why I got like the first part of the review done in the car, and the rest of it is done elsewhere. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it at home or the studio yet, but that's why. It's super annoying, it's super frustrating. I've got a lot of footage to unload. I don't even know if this will work as a fix. It's like, I've had another problem before. It was like, oh, if you're using the, whatever. I'm not going to get into all of it. This happened to me like a year ago or so. I did a lot of research. I am hoping that this is all I have to do and it fixes. But right now, it's super annoying. Super annoying. Like, I can't just fix it right now, you know? So maybe I should make a practice of reformatting my SD card more often, not waiting until there's a problem, instead of just deleting the files off there, but reformatting it like once every couple months. It's just hard to, if I have it once a month, then it'll be easier to remember. Anyway, so that's really annoying. I am almost in Lethbridge. I've got less than an hour left on the drive. It's been weird. It's been a time, so yeah, I don't know. It's the weirdest trip to Saskatoon I think I've ever had, and probably the worst. The weirdest and the worst. I don't, just a lot of things going on there, and I'm too paranoid. I'm gonna shut this off, then I'll start recording again, because I'm too paranoid of it shutting off while I'm talking and me not knowing, because it doesn't give you the indicator that it shut off. It doesn't actually beep. If it did that, it wouldn't be so bad, because then I would know to stop talking, I would know that it stopped recording, I would know exactly where I was in my thought, and then I just press record again. It's not a battery issue, it's not dying because of the battery, it just shuts off randomly. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going then. I forgot. I haven't been to Saskatoon alone for 2 years. Going alone is always weird. I mean, I used to have a lot of people to see, and now so many of them have moved away, or I'm just not in contact or in touch with them anymore. And so my reasons for going are fewer and fewer. It's kind of nice as like a shopping trip to go. I mean, like, obviously there's closer places in Saskatoon I can go to get some things, like Calgary. I don't have a lot of money to throw around though, so it's not like I just went and had this gay old shopping trip and it was fine, and it was like fun, and I spent a lot of money, and yay, like, no. I bought a couple things, but, you know, nothing much. Used stuff. A couple used CDs, a couple old magazines that I can't find in Lethbridge. Anyway, and of course I visited with Jordan, so that was nice. Watched a couple movies, had a little chat. But yeah, I stayed at home way more than I'm used to. I didn't go to the university at all, which is really different for me. I usually always make a point of going there, and this time I just didn't. And I was, yeah, I don't know. It was just a bummer. Anyway, that's that. So this is cool. This just started. I'm not happy about it. Yep. So I got back Tuesday. Wednesday was too windy to ride, at least for my tastes. And now we've got this. We've got this going on. That's happening. I looked at the weather this morning, and it seemed like it was too windy to ride as well. But this was not in the forecast that I saw, so that is cool. Because now, let's say tomorrow is a great day to ride, unless it warms up like a lot, and the sun's beating down, and it's really hot, really quick, trails are going to be muddy. So, suck. This is the suck. End of the vlog. Outro. Weather was crazy today. I already showed you that, and now we're kind of back to not snowing wildly like crazy. I wanted to let you know about other videos that I did this week. So for the first time in a very long time, I did like 4 videos this week, including the vlog. So I did the vlog, and I did like a conversation / story time about near-death experiences, which was kind of weird. And then I did 2 reviews, because I watched 2 movies lately. One of them I'd seen many times before, which was Acura, and the other one was The Lighthouse, which I saw for the first time. So those are 2 movies that you should watch, especially, I would say more people would probably get into The Lighthouse because I think some people are too adverse to wanting to get into like anime, even though I tell you exactly why you should watch Akira, even if you don't like anime, because I don't like it because I'm a fan of anime. It really is so much more than that genre has to offer. I mean, it offers so much more than that genre, just being a part of it. So anyway, 2 reviews, 1 conversation, kind of a story as well, and then you got the vlog, which is done right now. I am really hoping to get on my bike and hit some trails this week, because it has been far too long, and I want to start documenting some trails and going on new trails and just riding my favorite trails, and that needs to happen. So I need the weather to cooperate, I need my life to cooperate. We will see you on another time.